Hello everyone, me and Cubby would like to welcome you to another episode of All the Mods 6. How are you guys doing today? How's life? I have a question. Do you know what this is? Yes, I know it's a number, but what does it represent? That is the total number of cobblestone you need in order to make a 7 times compressed cobblestone. It's not very important, is it? It actually is. Do you know why? Because if we smelt it inside a jumbo furnace, we're going to get 500,000 points of experience. I'm assuming now the number is more interesting, right? This was something that was suggested to me by one of you guys, but until very recently, it wasn't feasible to make it. And of course right now, it is. So that is going to be our goal for today, and we are going to get it as soon as possible. So how are we going to do this? Obviously in this mod pack we have something called a pedestal. With a basic cobblestone upgrade, it's pretty garbage. I don't know, we got like 7? But with an enchanted pedestal upgrade, it's super amazing. That is almost 1200 per second. So obviously we're not just going to have one pedestal, we're going to have 10, and all of them are going to be upgraded to speed 5. Just before you suggest that, Lash, in this mod pack we have apotheosis, so you can combine the enchantments and get a higher tier 1. Yes, that is very true, this is a pedestal speed tier 8, but it does make 1 cobblestone per operation. Each operation is 1 tick, so this will give me 20 cobblestone per second. This guy is a tier 5 and it will give me 1200 cobblestone per second. So you might notice there is a big gap. Anyways, we know how to make cobblestone extremely fast. I'm going to find you and eat your face. In order to import 1200 cobblestone per pedestal into a network that we can craft it later on, we're going to use a creative importer from Cable Tiers. It is a little bit expensive because we need nether stars, but I think we can afford it. And besides, I can watch. We have all the nether stars that we need, so we're going to make 10 of you. And I'm also going to make the creative crafter from Creative Crafters. It's a very creative name. Another thing that we should remember is that 2 episodes ago we also managed to make an infinite disk, so we are going to use it for this purpose. I'm also not exactly sure how laggy this system is going to be, but we are going to do it inside the compact machine. But obviously we don't want it to look garbage, so we are going to have a floor. So ladies and gentlemen, this is our creative controller, our infinite storage, crafting grid, pattern grid, crafting monitor, and I have no idea what a crafting manager does, but we're going to have one as well. I should have brought more concrete. So I think here's how we're going to do this. We're going to have our pedestals over here, 5 on each side. I'm going to add the upgrades. I'm missing one. It's okay, I can get another one. And then we're going to have our importers over here. This should work, right? Yes, that is how fast we're generating cobblestone. And that was only one side. This is 2 sides. I'm assuming that right now is the time to start making the patterns. This is 1 times compressed, 2 times compressed, and obviously you get the idea. And since we also have the creative crafter, we're going to put you over here. That looks nice. And I should be able to add the patterns, right? Can you craft me one? Obviously not, we're missing 1,000,000 cobblestone. Oh no, we're not missing 1,000,000, we're missing 3.5 million. At least in the meantime, I can get my other pedestal upgrade. This bug in Minecraft still exists. We have 1.8 million cobblestone. Just out of curiosity, can we have more pedestals? I think we should. It's more fun. Although we also need 10 more creative importers, and I'm assuming we're good to go. So my dear friend, you get 5 more over here, 5 more over here. I will install the upgrades and connect it to our system. How fast are we getting cobblestone now? It's actually so fast I don't even notice the difference. In any case, let us give it a test. We have 5 million cobblestone and we should be able to craft a 7 times compressed cobblestone. And the creative crafter should be able to do this in, I don't know, 1 minute? It's supposed to do 60,000 items per tick, so I don't know. It's relatively fast. It's done. What? Really? Although one thing that you should remember is that we need to test it. A jumbo furnace is a 3x3x3 multi-block. And it does work. So if I put you in, I need coal. I have 100 levels on me. How much will we get? Holy. That was 53 levels. It's actually much more than 53 levels because we already had 103. One more thing that I have noticed is that the creative importer is not that fast. So maybe we need a few speed upgrades? I don't know. So the question is, what do I do with you? We just throw it away. You cannot speed upgrade a creative importer, that is the maximum speed. I can also make the infinity pipe upgrade, but the recipe is kind of expensive. You need 250,000 pieces of redstone in order to make one. Anyways, I do not want to travel all the time to this dimension in order to get it, so what we're going to do is that we're going to have an export bus. We're going to give you a crafting upgrade, and we're going to give you a pattern for you. And I forgot to bring an ender chest. You go over there. Are you connected? Yes, it is connected and it's crafting everything automatically. That is good. So ladies and gentlemen, we're done. I also banked all of my experience into the medallion, so let us see how much we will get. From level 0. 125. I like that. We don't have any use for these. I don't know what to do with them. I set up a timer and every 3 minutes and 50 seconds, we get 1 7 times compressed cobblestone. I'm assuming we can cut the time in half, but there's no point. How much experience do we need? Anyways, one of the main reasons that we wanted a lot of experience was to get into Apotheosis and get very good enchantments. However, the current setup that we have only allows us to go as far as level 60. Let us see if we can go higher. It should not be as difficult as you would think because we just need to get the Draconic End Shelf. That's it, right? The problem is that I don't know how many we need. Let us go with 10? I don't know. And yes, we are going to require dragon heads, but the issue is that I think we have dragon essence. Yes, we have 124 because I already made the seeds in order to get the dragon scale from Forbidden and Arcanus. I wanted to make the armor and it turned out really bad. So I can have my 10 dragon heads and the 10 draconic end shelves. Maximum strength. Interesting. So I'm assuming what we can do is that we can remove the mana pylons, add these guys, and check if it made any difference. Yes, level 74. And if I add more, what will happen? Level 94. And if I add the final 2, level 100. And it gives you life mending 1. Okay. So let me get a little bit more experience, get a few books, and I'll be right back. I was doing some enchantments in order to get a bow, and then I realized I really want to have a dragon bone bow. The problem is that I don't have any dragon bones. So here is the plan. We're going to find some. Oh, after the update you do actually get ores. Nice. Oh, finally. I had to dig through a mountain. Just in case you're wondering, we are not going to hunt a live dragon. This is oil. We are just going to find a dead guy. That's it. In the custom configuration of this mod, I think we have to go around 3000 blocks. Hello. In order to find something dangerous. You can actually find the configuration file yourself. It's not that difficult to read. Dragons are super rare. Hello? Where's the leech? I don't know, they just spawn randomly? There should be a leech. I should not have carried that much garbage on me. So according to the config, pixies are also considered dangerous? Weird. Oh, there's a dragon. Maybe we can just take the bones from him? I don't know. Let us see. 12,000 health, that is a lot. Oh, he died. That was nice. We can get rid of some of the books, I guess. I'm very sorry, I just wanted some bones. That's it. Well, honestly speaking, I think we are done and we can go home. So can I have my bow? Yes. So I did make a dragon bow. It has quick shot 7, power 9, soulbound, punch 4 and infinity. If I put the dragon arrows away, you might notice that I cannot fire even though I have infinity. The problem is that this bow only works with ice and fire arrows. Therefore, I'm very sorry to say, it's garbage. When we went to the end in order to kill the ender dragon, we already had a bow, so we're just going to upgrade this one. Actually, upgrading it is going to be expensive. Bows are extremely cheap, we just make a new one. And on this one I can even put true shot, which gives you piercing. Oh, if you extract Indestructible, you will get a book. Interesting. So if I remove all the arrows, can I fire? Yes. It's incredibly fast. I like it. And it's also very accurate. Anyways, talking about bones, I have a bone to pick with you guys. Do you know what is the most important thing for me in modded Minecraft? Yes, it is hearts. And nobody decided to tell me that I can eat more than 10 hearts from Cyclic? Okay, at least I was correct about the food. You can only get 10. Anyways, let me gather some stuff and see how many we can eat. One very important lesson. Never shoot villagers. Cause I wanted to get some rabbit stew and look at the prices. They are amazing. Let us see how many we can eat. Oh, that's it. Or is it because I'm saturated? At least we have a purple heart. That is good. And if you're wondering why am I running around the base, I want to get rid of my saturation. That's it. Actually, I think the fastest way of losing your saturation is to use a hand crank from Create. Yeah, I would say this is a much faster way of losing saturation. Okay, can I eat? No. So wait a minute, the limit is 13? That's a weird number. I'm guessing it is what it is. I can't eat more. I was doing some mana and artifice. I did try to cast a tier 3 cantrip, which is this pattern that you see over here, and I did manage to get a book. I think this is a book for holding all of your spells, but something else is bugging me. So let us fix that first. There is no way in the world that you can have 13 hearts from Cyclic, there should be more. Something is messing up with it. And I think in order to understand what is messing up with it, we need to reset our astral perks. Of course, we don't want to start from 0 because I think I'm at level, I don't know, 30 something? I'm actually at level 40, so we don't want to lose all the perk points, we just want to reset them. And how do we do that? We need an irradiant star, which should be focused to Avitus. So let me gather everything because I think we still have everything inside chests. Yeah, literally everything is within chests. And I'll be right back. Actually, there are things that we can craft at this very moment. One of them is a shifting star. There you go. If I use the shifting star, it will delete the perks. So this is why we need to upgrade it to this one. And thankfully I already have a crystal which is attuned to Avitus, so we can use that. And the rest is easy peasy. And thankfully we do have enough starlight. Perfect. We have not done astral sorcery in a while. The animations are cool. So sapling, illumination powder, star metal dust, and I think I need more. One more sapling, and we should be done. Yes, we have you. And we just hold right click and the light shifts. Perfect, we have kept all the points and I have 40 of them. Oh, and I forgot that we also had gems. I still have all of my health, maybe we should take a little bit of damage. Okay, that seemed to work. So can I eat more hearts? Yes. We also have 10 extra hearts from Spice of Life because we ate a variety of food. We have to clear that. Unfortunately, that is the only thing that has to be done by a command. And there you go, I have lost my health. So I should be able to eat more? Yes. I think there is something wrong with Cyclic in this version of Minecraft. But it is perfectly fine. I think I have to eat like 70 different types of food in order to get the 10 hearts back. So we need to turn you off. So let me try to get hungry so that I can eat food and I'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, we went from being garbage into someone who has 75 hearts. And that makes me happy. Although one thing which is causing me a little bit of pain is that the hearts are pink. But it's fine, a heart is a heart, I don't care. In the recent version of Cyclic, you should be able to eat 30 heart containers, that is 30 hearts. If you cannot eat it, you should reset your astral perks and also the hearts that you have gained from Spice of Life. Also, Spice of Life was not 75 different food, it's only 25. And one of the food that I ate was iced dragon flesh. It was yummy. I have spent just over an hour trying to add more details to the base. I extended the path over there, I did make a staircase, I added some runic alphabet in order to break the grass, I cleaned up the area around the tower, I added a lot more trees and added some few details. The issue that I have is that no matter what you do, this is the situation of our islands. 60% of it is just stone. So I don't know, maybe next time we should go with a smaller island. Anyways, there is one very important thing that we should do. Cubby is really happy, but I have to be extremely careful so that he doesn't run out. And the problem is, this room is not finished. So if I leave the doors open, he can just fly away and maybe go into the void. Therefore, I think sealing off this place should be our first priority. There is a hole everywhere. But I think for the moment it should be okay. I cannot see any more holes. Oh, one over there. Also, we really don't want him to get lost in the AME controllers, so we should cover it with some glass panes. And there you go, the base is childproof. Although I kind of need to move his hive as well. It's okay, you know what, we can move the screen, put him in a jar, and I'm not sure if you need silk touch or not, but we will see. I think we just put it up here. Technically speaking, he does not have a favorite flower, so I did put some cobblestone for him around the base. So I'm assuming he's going to be happy? Maybe? The only thing that I shouldn't forget is to close the main door. That's it. And just before I forget, we don't need you anymore. Cause that one was actually not working, we have everything we need in the end. Hey Cubby! Are you stuck? We just gently break the bed. And I don't know, put it here? Yeah, I think he was stuck because of the screens. I moved them up by one block and he seems to be fine. I was reading your comments on the previous episode and it seems that some of you guys were worried that I did not see this number over here. If you have one honeycomb for each of the oldemodium ingots, you have a 2% chance of getting one nugget, which is essentially garbage. Hey Cubby. But here is the point, we are going to go with a tier 4 apiary because instead of getting one honeycomb, we're going to get 8 honeycomb blocks. So yes, there is a very low chance of getting it, but we are going to produce a lot. So do not worry, I have been prepared. I heard a zombie. Talking about bees, we need to do a little bit of blood magic because one of the bees that we need is called the lava bee, and in order to craft the spawn egg, we are going to require lava sigils and lava crystals from blood magic. I have no idea how far we should go into blood magic, but we should start somewhere. And that somewhere is the weak blood orb. Oh, the blood doesn't go away. Weird. There is a very high chance that we're going to need more blood, so let us get our dagger. Oh, you're ready. Nice. So for those of you who don't know, whenever you get your blood orb, you will have access to a blood network. And in order for your blood orb to start storing blood, you need to right click, and then it is bound to you. However, when you want to do some auto crafting using applied energistics, it's not going to recognize this one because the owner is me. So we just get another one which is not bound to me. Besides, it's incredibly cheap, who cares? And the first thing that you should craft is an Incense Alter. Because instead of stabbing yourself 3 million times, you just have to do it once. And you don't die. Oh, and by the way, the main reason that I'm regenerating health incredibly fast is because we have a ritual from Astral Sorcery and we have Mahotsukai. And besides, darkness cannot die. Anyhow, I think we need to start upgrading our blood altar to tier 2 and we need some blank slates. And we do have plenty of blood, so this should be over soon. Just to make sure how much blood we have in our blood network, I thought we should start making a Divination Sigil. The recipe has been changed by a little bit because in order to make Arcane Ashes, you have to do it in an alchemy table. I made it, but it was slightly confusing. And by the way, I just want to make it unbreakable. And I did not want to scare Cubby. So here is an Indestructible Arcane Ashes. And it seems that Divination Sigil is just Arcane Ashes, Redstone, and 1 slate. The animation is perfect. I just love it. We have our Divination Sigil and it can tell us that we have 3000 LP in our network. I heard a creeper. So this is where they are coming from. Also, it seems that in order to make the lava reagent, which we need in order to make the lava sigil, we have to do it inside an alchemy table. We're not going to do it today, but we should start upgrading our altar as soon as possible because this LP system is kind of weird. Anyhow, in order to make the lava bee, we are going to need lava sigils, and in order to make the lava sigil, we need lava reagent. And this is the recipe for making it, and we do have plenty of LP. Yeah, we have enough in order to make 4. And we should also later automate this. Oh, wait a minute, I can actually charge it like this. It's very irritating, but it works. Yeah, we have 5000 LP. We have the lava reagents, so we just add them to the circle. And we just add the slate, and we should get our sigils. Thank you. We also need to make 4 lava crystals, which honestly speaking did not have a terrible recipe, and that's it. So ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be our lava bee. Oh, you don't consume the crystals. Interesting. We have some of the bees that we want and it is time for starting bee breeding. You can breed the bees using normal vanilla mechanics, so you give them the flowers and you will get a new bee, but I think if we do it inside an apiary it is going to be much faster and far more efficient. Therefore I decided to expand our base and we are going to have a total of 4 apiaries for the different bees that I want. Because here is the problem, an apiary can only hold a maximum of 9 unique bees, so for instance if I have 4 Aldemodium bees, I can't just put them inside one apiary. You can get away by having like 2 bees inside one apiary, but once you get one apiary, making the other ones is going to be cheap, because you will get so many honeycombs. Anyways, that is not very important. The important thing is, how do we make an apiary? If you hold control, it will tell you that it's a hollow multi-block 7x6x7. If you turn on your advanced tooltips, you might notice on the bottom it's saying valid apiary. So for example, stone is okay, cobblestone is okay, grass is okay, a blank ruin from blood magic is not. Most of our base is made out of stone and spruce, so we should be fine. So that is a 7x7, we come up 4 blocks, and we make another 7x7. So now if you put your apiary like this, and go to the configs, you can enable the preview. So now you have an actual guide to see how to make an apiary. But I probably wanted this side, so we put it over there. So ladies and gentlemen, we finally have our first apiary, which should be functioning. It's not going to remain like this, I'm going to try and add more details to it, but for the moment, this will do. Oh, you're not working. Oh, validate. Yes. Missing apiary storage block. That was my mistake, I'm sorry. I did make the storage, but the problem is that I used it in order to make some upgrades. So there you go, here is your storage. And it is now a validated structure. But in any case, we want to use this one for breeding, so I did make an apiary breeder. I made 2? Yeah, I was making upgrades, I got confused. It's okay. Here are some of the upgrades that we can have. We can add storage, and that will give you a lot. And this is the block that you have to interact and export the honeycombs from. We can also have a breeder upgrade, and that will give us 2 rows for breeding. And the bees that we want to breed, we just put them inside the jar, we give them the flowers that they want, and they should breed automatically if we give them jars. It's a very slow process, but eventually we're going to get the stoned bee. I'm not even joking, it took them like 10 attempts just to give me the stoned bee. You know, it does say that you have a 60% chance of getting it, but I don't really trust this number. Anyhow, we need to breed the stoned bee with quartz in order to get gold. So here is stoned, here is your hemp. Oh, now I get it. Okay, here is quartz and the quartz blocks. That should give us gold. And that also has a 60% chance, so see you in, I don't know, half an hour? I let it run for a while and we got gold, iron and copper. And gold is actually the one that we need in order to get the netherite bee. So that's good. Anyway guys, I think it's also a good time to wrap up the episode. Me and Cubby would like to thank you for watching and we hope you enjoyed it. Till the next one, bye bye.